I need somebody with a way bigger brain than I have to explain to me how the day before went from looking like this a couple years ago to all of a sudden looking like this now. If your eyeballs don't work properly and you couldn't see that drastic drop in graphics, here's a direct side-by-side to help you out. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's start at the beginning. The day before was initially announced back in January of 2021 with this beautiful 4K trailer.
In the Survivor Colony, you can sell and buy any items, as well as cooperate with other players.
Because of how incredible it looks and how badly people want a AAA, absolute banger, zombie, open world, apocalypse, survival game, people were really hyped about this, understandably. Fast forward a little bit to April of 2021 when IGN released a gameplay video that got a lot more eyes and a lot more attention on the day before. However, that same day, another video was released that went a little bit under the radar that was starting to raise some concerns about what people were seeing with the day before. It was a developer critique video that broke down some interesting parts from the original day before trailer.
Wow, the shadows are incredible. The lighting is just excellent.
Told you,
Look at
show
this.
reflections.
Oh man.
In an MMO though, I'm skeptical.
How can they do that?
However, because of how good the initial announcement trailer looked and how many eyes were brought to the game from the IGN video, people were starting to get really excited. Now let's fast forward a little bit further to October 15th of 2021 when IGN released another video for the day before, and this one included the official release date announcement. This video was stonks. IGN was blowing this game up, the trailer looked really good, and now that we had an official release date, people were getting very excited. People were so excited that the day before actually became the most wishlisted game on Steam. Now, this is when things start to get very interesting. It's now May of 2022. The game's supposed to come out in 1 month, and Fantastic releases a statement saying they're delaying the game until March of 2023 because they're switching engines to Unreal Engine 5. 1 month before their game's supposed to come out, they're switching engines. Now, don't get me wrong. Switching to Unreal Engine 5 sounds incredible. It sounds like a great move, and games getting delayed is not too uncommon in today's world. However, making that decision 1 month before your scheduled release seems a little odd. The initial response from most fans is still very positive. People are excited about the switch to Unreal Engine 5. However, it's at this point that people start to get a little bit suspicious. Let's move to July of 2022. And a few videos start to surface of people who are raising concerns about the day before, the developer's Fantastic, their track record, and what seems like a game in the day before that is too good to be true. And remember that video I brought up before, the developer critique? That video starts to resurface as well.
I'm getting a feeling this has all been rendered. This is not.
I think it's more of a vertical slice on first impression.
Yeah.
A vertical slice, if you don't know, is this doesn't mean that the whole game is done and it looks like this. This is probably a section that they popped out, and we're able to develop and carve out and make certain things look final when they're not.
It's also around this time that their website crashed for not hours, not days, but a couple weeks. Their website was down, and they also released a weird video about what it's like volunteering at Fantastic.
Fantastic culture is based on the idea of volunteering. Being a volunteer means that you willingly take part in working for a common cause.
The idea of volunteering comes from our own experience and aspiration, or in other words, to become a person who says yes to life.
You have the most wishlisted game on Steam, you just switched to Unreal Engine 5, and you need people to work for you for free. For the rest of that year, things start to simmer down, nothing too crazy happens until January of 2023 as we creep closer to the new release date. On January 3rd, Fantastic released another strange video called Life at Fantastic, and it basically talks about what it's like to work for the company. However, throughout the entire video, they kept mentioning this app called Continent.
With the Continent app, our team works from all over the world, even from the most extreme places on the planet.
It seems like they were using the guise of releasing more information about the day before to release this strange video promoting this app that they also own. It's at this point that fans are now very confused. Everybody was expecting gameplay because there hasn't been much raw gameplay released up until this point, and the game's supposed to come out in a couple months. We now move to January 25th, and things really start to get out of control. All of a sudden, the game is removed from Steam. Initially, Fantastic said that it was a technical error that Steam was aware of and that they would fix it and get the game put back up as soon as possible. A few hours later, the story changes, and Fantastic is saying they're in legal trouble because they do not own the trademark rights to the name The Day Before, which is forcing them to delay their game again. But hold on, it gets even weirder. A few hours after that, Fantastic changes their story again and says they were planning on delaying their game all along. At this point, everybody's confused, from Discord moderators to fans to even developers who are working on the game. However, Fantastic releases another statement that is going to save the day. They've gotten approval from their legal team to release a lengthy gameplay video. It's strange to me that you would need approval from your legal team to show gameplay of a game that was supposed to be coming out in a month, but I don't work at a game studio, so I don't know how that stuff works. Regardless, people are suspicious, but everybody's ready to see what they show us. In classic The Day Before fashion, the gameplay reveal video was delayed. Why do they need to push it an hour? What could possibly be the reason for that? They were like, all right, guys, here we go. 2 minutes until the reveal. Oh, shit, we forgot our thumbnail. And then they showed us 10 minutes of this. It wasn't just the dull gameplay with the very little action, game mechanics, environment, or reduced graphics that people were concerned about. There was something else that caught people's attention. The intro to the video was strangely familiar. They shot for shot ripped off the trailer from Cold War Zombies. It was after that that people started to piece together other elements of the game and marketing materials that Fantastic has used for The Day Before that are strangely similar to other games. Not to mention what we talked about at the very beginning of the video and how the graphics have continuously gotten worse as each new video has come out over the years. Where the game and community currently stands is most people think the game is either fake or going to be a huge bust, and Fantastic has resorted to defending its developers and asking basically for people to chill out. They're also asking people to retweet one of their most recent tweets so they can show people a video on how they're developing the game. And they've even said, let me make sure I'm getting this right, they have a real internal breakthrough from their Fantastic team. Personally, I don't know what's going on, but I'll tell you this, I'm hyped. I haven't been as excited to watch something implode as I have been this story of this game and Fantastic and everything that's going on with The Day Before. Unfortunately, we're going to have to wait until November until the drama probably is going to ramp back up when it gets close to release date again. But I'm excited to see what goes on with this game, where they take it, if it ever comes out, and when it does come out, is it going to be good or not? I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave a comment below. Tell me what you think about this whole situation. If you think the game is real, and if you do think it's real, do you think it's going to be good?